Good morning. It's a very cloudy day. I'm rollerblading again and it's about 50 degrees, so it actually feels a little bit colder. It was humid and sticky the last couple of days and 85 degrees, stupidly. I don't know how well this bike path is going to be for the 13 miles. I literally just parked Prudence over there. So yeah, it rained, so I think it's a little bit muddy in places, so I've just got to be careful. But yeah, I just take my time. I've got all day, and then I have to run up to VANBUIld, which is near the airport, to go pick up something from Target for a friend of mine in Minnesota. So it's kind of how I roll. I'm like, I got to go do this for somebody on the other side of the country. No, she wants me to pick up something that is not available at her Target, so we have it here. So anyway, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of pockets of mud on the bridge down there, right down there, so I gotta be careful. It should be fine. If it's horrible, then I'll just take a shortcut. I'm doing a loop, so essentially there's a lot of bug out points where I can just kind of backtrack if I have to. But yeah, this bridge is super muddy. I don't know, the rains are really bad. Apparently there's a tornado that came through Katy as well. I don't know about that. And apparently Santa had a big shortage of helmets this year because not a single freaking parent decided to get a helmet for their kid. So yeah, so this is really muddy right over here. I don't know how I'm gonna get across that. I should have gone around. I don't know, we'll see. I might have to walk across it. Sorry, this is like rollerblading 101. Yeah, this is really slippery. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I can't get across this. I don't know how I'm gonna get across. I'm gonna have to walk in the mud. Okay, let me go up and down the other way, actually, because I'm gonna have to go, yeah, I'm gonna have to go around. There's like 3 bridges like that, but I can get around them pretty easily. So let me go up. Maybe I'll go the opposite direction. I haven't done that before. That would be a new one. At least I know it's completely clear the other way. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna rollerblade. I was contemplating ice skating again, but it's $27 to skate around the Christmas tree at the Galleria, which is bullshit. And then it's $8 to skate from 11 to 9 where I was yesterday, but I don't want to do that. My whole day's gone when I do ice skating. So let me go back this way. There's a puddle. Yeah, this might have been a bad idea. I should have got my bike, but my bike's over in my garage, which is like 15-20 miles from here. So okay, let me figure this out, and if I have to go the opposite direction, I'll do that. That'll be interesting. Okay, I went around and I'm on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, that bridge is super muddy and I can't walk through the grass. So let me go this way. It might be marshy the whole way. This might, like I said, be a bad idea. But anyway, I can at least, I don't know. Once I get out of like the first part where there's a couple of bridges, then I'm okay. And then I'm just on regular bike paths like this that just go along the street. But there are ways to get around. This is fun, trying to navigate through a storm. I just don't want to be indoors today. I don't want to run at the gym again. I did that 4 days in a row, and I didn't really run that much. I only ran like 45 minutes, about 4.5 miles, and I got bored. So, but anyway, so this is much more fun. I was going to go hiking, but you can't hike in the state park here in Houston after the rain. It gets too muddy. Everything gets muddy. We're in a swamp, for God's sake. I don't know why people thought Houston was a great place to live. It's like, it's a swamp. It's humid. There were mosquitoes yesterday after the rain. But yeah, I didn't even know there was a tornado and a storm that like demolished big parts of Houston, because I was inside ice skating. And then I saw the rain and I asked somebody if it was raining. She's like, oh yeah, it's sprinkling. Yeah, no, it's freaking tornado, lady. So anyway, okay, off I go. So this should be good. I'll try to do the whole 13 miles. There's only, like I said, 3 pockets of mud, and I can just walk on the grass around those areas. I've been on this bike path after a storm, so it's not too bad. But anyway, okay, let's go. To be honest, I hate coming on this bike path. On the weekends, I've seen like 6 people with dogs off leash, which is against the entire county. One woman with a newborn without a helmet on the front of her, like on her lap, not even in a little bicycle seat, but on her lap on the bicycle. And then the jerk that had decided that he was just going to like quickly take a sharp left and just veer right in front of me. And it was wide angles, so he was a lot closer than it looked like. But I was like, hey, watch out. And then he's all like, F you. I'm like, what the hell? You got your kids with you. Show some, like guidance and right from wrong. Anyway, the suburbs, it's almost like everyone's got pent-up aggression from working in oil and gas, or like working, you know, their corporate job, and on the weekends, you know, it's just so weird. Like, I get it, you got to pay your mortgage for this house, you got to support your family, you got high stress at work. Exercise is supposed to be fun, not scream at people because, you know, your dog's off a leash and somebody politely asks you, hey, do you mind just holding your dog? Can't run in rollerblades. So I don't know, I don't like coming here on the weekends, but during the week it's great if I come here a little bit earlier. But anyway, but yeah, it's still Christmas holiday. Runners are fine, runners are fantastic. It's the dog owners and people that just got a bicycle for Christmas. I'm actually surprised there's not more people out here today. It's about 10:30, 11, and it's a Sunday, so I guess maybe church, I don't know. I'm not churchy, so I don't know how that is. It's pretty good. I mean, there's another muddy patch coming up, so I've had one muddy bridge I went around the other way. I've had 2 muddy patches and 1 puddle. So I think this is pretty much like the most muddiest part. After this, it's pretty easy. There is a bit that goes under the trees, which I'm going to skip because I think it's just going to be too many, like, not pine leaves, too many tree leaves and stuff. But yeah, so there's a puddle here. I just do the 1 foot thing. Oh, it's slippery. Yeah, that's why. That's why I do the 1 foot thing, so I can't like push myself through the mud. Anyway, yeah, not here, but the other part, the river that never was there, was suddenly there now. So when we have hurricanes, all of this is underwater all the way up to people's front doors. It's insane how much Houston fills up when it rains. Even just one day of rain, it's crazy. Okay, I got a puddle here. So I'm gonna walk around it. I think that'll be best. Yeah, I told the dad, I was like, watch out, watch out. And he's like, so then he stops and he puts his bike sideways inside the tunnel. And I'm like, dude, I cannot stop. And he goes, you need to have brakes on your rollerblades. I'm like, are you an idiot? Are you actually an idiot? Yeah, I mean, I have a stopper on the back, but it's not a brake. I mean, the whole point of rollerblading is you keep going. Like, send it down, you know, rollerblade across. Yeah, so like, especially when people like, oh, sorry, my arm's tired. People like that are 100% wrong. Like, you don't get off the bike path, first of all. You don't like send it, you know, across the grass when you're going one way. Like, he was coming toward me. I was sending it down that through that tunnel. And then all of a sudden he just suddenly veered down the hill, which I guess you can ride wherever you want, no problem. But not like right in front of somebody that's like, hey, watch out. Anyway, there's a biker's code, you know. All right, so let me keep going. I've got one more tunnel. No, I've done the tunnel. One more tunnel at the end. 2 more tunnels, I think. And then I think we're good. So now I'm just going to get into the higher part where there's not going to be any puddles and stuff. So this is the easy, like, next 6-7 miles. Now I'm going to skip the last bit and go straight across around the lake and then make my way back. So I'll probably do 10 miles, maybe 11 miles. I think I'm cutting out 2 miles by cutting out that one part. I just have to be careful. So this part's a little bit faster. I just have to check my lines and make sure that there's no, you know, giant like wastelands of mud ahead of me. But yeah, this river is never there, pretty much. So sometimes it is. But anyway, okay, blah, blah, blah. Let me keep going. Yeah, so here's the rules that everyone that lives in these McMansions seems to think they're above. So be respectful and courteous to other trail users. Yeah, dude, don't just cut in front of me. Stay to the right, no more than 2 side by side. That's fine. Pets must be on a leash. Well, that never happens. Cyclists should slow down and yield to pedestrians. Well, that includes skaters. Skaters are like one of the people that bikes have to yield to everybody. Like I said, there's a biker code. Warn trail users when passing them with a bell or call out. That's what I did. Listen for audible signals and be aware of surroundings. Yeah, I don't know. These people that live in this area, it's the same any suburb in Houston. Everyone just seems a little on edge all the time. It's just any of my friends that live in these houses out here working oil and gas or corporate healthcare and all this, they're just always just, I don't know, like, oh man, I need to take a vacation. Oh, I live vicariously through your van life. Oh, I wish I could do what you're doing. I'm like, dude, you live in an $800,000 house. You can downsize and do what I do, or you can live in this house and bitch about it. So, I don't know, just a weird mentality. I'm not part of that world as I'm trying to get down here. There's debris down here, so I got to be careful getting down here. Yeah, this isn't fun so much when I can't go too fast. But yeah, after the rain, there's a ton of crap on the ground. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let me get through. I'm just gonna walk on the grass actually. I think it'll be easier. Let me get down this hill. It's like, anyway, oh my God. So yeah, what else am I, oh, I gotta do that drive, about 2-hour drive round trip. Go pick something up from Target at the north part of Houston. Anyway, yeah, it's not hard walking in the grass. I look a little stupid though. All right, through here. Okay, more mud puddles. Yeah, during the pandemic, so many of my corporate friends that live out here really had kind of like a slap in the face reality check, because they all lost their jobs. They were furloughed. They ended up on unemployment, which is like, 1% of what they were earning. But they had, poured everything into their kids' college education, cars for their kids, their cars, their house, their mortgage, 401k, because they always had a steady stream of income. And when the pandemic hit, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, like my $12,000 a month I'm paying to maintain my lifestyle is not feasible. And they had to cash in their 401ks. So now that they're back at work, working for the man, they don't have a retirement anymore. So now they've just got to work until they die. So it's, for me, I was already remote since 2018. So it didn't really affect me. But also I don't own a house, and I've never owned a house. I've only lived in a house when I was in England, and then I lived in a house briefly when I was with my daughter's father before we split. And that was 10 years ago. So I only lived in that house for about 8 months. I've always lived in rented apartments. So I never really had anything to lose during the pandemic. All I did was, have less traffic, and, my insurance was, I got the credit back for the insurance because that was just roadkill there. That's disgusting. That wasn't me. I didn't run over that rat or whatever that was. But yeah, so like my insurance was only I got like $150 back in insurance. Gas was 97 cents a gallon in Texas in 2020. I was never home because I was car camping. We had all these like stimulus checks and stuff. So if you didn't own anything and you're a renter, and you lived a lifestyle where you basically got rid of, you didn't overextend yourself, you were fine being unemployed during the pandemic. But I was doing like freelancing for a restaurant and some other stuff. But then like 2021, I started working for the investment firm. And so, yeah, working for a California company out in Texas meant that I didn't have state income tax. So that was great. I made sure I rubbed that in every day. I was like, yeah, how's Texas? Great, no state income tax, And I paid my dues. I lived in California for 10 years, and, I basically gave my kidneys and vital organs every single time I made a paycheck. So anyway, it feels good. No wind today. That's nice. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, each to their own. If this is the life you want to live out here, but like if this is here's my thing. If you choose to live a life, like I know people fall into circumstances, and if that's the case where you end up jobless, homeless, or in a struggle, or you're in a job that you can't necessarily get out of right now, you have every right to complain about it, and I will be a good ear. But if you choose to overextend yourself, if you choose the life you live, and then you want to complain about it, I have very, very little sympathy, because you have the ability to change it if that's your choice. So yeah, it's just, I think, a lot of people, they realize they didn't need to have so much stuff during the pandemic. They didn't need to have $12,000 worth of expenses every month just to maintain a house out here in Katy. So what I found was a lot of my friends, they were just scared. They were like, oh, they had all this time off in 2020. And I was like, hey, let's go on a trip. We'll put the bikes in the back of the car. We'll go on a road trip. Won't cost us anything. Everything's real cheap. I got my press pass. We can negotiate prices, all this stuff. And they just didn't want to leave. They're like, oh, I got to paint my ceiling in my kitchen. I'm like, the ceiling will still be there, but the time that you have off will not be there once the pandemic's over and you go back to work. So what happens now? I get phone calls from friends and emails from friends. Hey, really wish I took that trip now that I see your YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, maybe you should take a day off. Because now over Christmas, they only have like 4 or 5 days off. That's it. And it just, you do that every year for like 30 years. By the time you retire and you want to go travel and stuff, you're just jaded. I mean, that's the American dream right there, right? Yeah, no. So I've never been that way. I'd rather be poor living under a bridge than put myself through corporate America again. No, thank you. I did it. I worked in ad agencies. I worked for corporations. And when you have to schedule a sick day, nah, like I'd rather, how are you supposed to take care of yourself? You don't know when you're going to get sick, especially if your coworkers show up sick because they can't take a day off either. And then everybody gets sick. And then it's cats and dogs living together. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. Whatever your thoughts are, that's you. You do you, I'll do me. But it's worked out pretty well so far. And I like not having to have 1,000 tons of financial responsibility. That helps too. So anyway, yeah, everything I do, pretty much all the activities are free. Rollerblading, the gym, well, I pay for that. That's only $24 a month for the black card, so I can go to any Planet Fitness in the country. And then mountain biking's free. State parks in Texas are free with the Veterans Pass. National parks are free with the Disabled Access Pass. There's always bike paths like this you can find. Indoor rock climbing, I think it's about $20. It has about $2 discount. So the veteran discounts help, definitely. But I don't go in and be like, oh, I'm so special, give me everything for free. No, I do everything, as a normal customer. And then if they do give me an additional experience for free, that's great. In return, I'll promote it and stuff. But pretty much I want to kind of experience all these activities I've been researching for the nonprofit the way that a customer would. And then I can figure out, how would we design it for, if we bring people in, can we get like a 15% discount? Can we get a free instructor? Is there some incentive that would enable me to want to work with this company by bringing in, 10 people that pay full price and then they add in a free instructor? I mean, stuff like that. Anything to offset the cost of the experience, but also be able to bring business in for those companies. I don't want to just go in and say, like, give everything for free, because that doesn't help. These companies need to make money too. So I'm just babbling. Okay, so now I'm on the easy part. So I've got this part. I go around the lake. I'm going to skip the last bit and then go around the lake a bit more and then go back to the bend. So yeah, it should be just over 10 miles. Pretty good. I think I'm at 7 miles now, 8 miles. But yeah, just up here. Yeah, all this fills up with water, that entire area. It's crazy. Anyway, all this storm damage as well. Some of these fences came down. I don't know where the hurricane hit in Katy though. I have no idea. I don't see a lot of damage around here though for that. This is all like previous damage. So one of the other groups I help, and by the way, I'm just going to film ahead because it hurts my arm when I'm holding it facing me. One of the other groups I help are domestic violence survivors and trauma survivors, but also those that are still in their home situation and can't leave. Texas is very difficult for stay-at-home moms to find a way to leave. I mean, first of all, you have to pay for a lawyer, and if you're reliant on your spouse's income and suddenly you take out 10 grand to go pay an attorney who will not work pro bono because there's no such thing here, yeah, you're going to be in more of a situation. There's no way to adequately get representation for an uncontested divorce. So also these women that I work with, they don't want to put themselves in more danger by calling attention to the fact that they're unhappy and they want to be safe. So that said, maybe they can only get out for like 2 hours a day, or maybe they've got like an hour or 3 hours or an afternoon. And that's why my organization, Hike Bike Alike, I want to be able to help them do activities. Maybe it's the indoor rock climbing, maybe it's taking a self-defense class, doing stuff like that to help that demographic so that they can have, a little bit of a physical outlet to get their energy out and just feel like they're a little bit more strong and empowered to get through each of their days, which are usually utter hell. So that is another thing where maybe they only have an afternoon, and maybe we could do a group hike. So these are all the things that I've designed for donors. So, your $500, it's like the, feed the children in Africa, like your dollar will pay, feed 20 kids. Well, your $500 will enable 10 women, or 10 female veterans, for example, to do indoor rock climbing together with an instructor. Your, $300 will enable a combat veteran to do downhill mountain biking. Your, $1,000 will enable 20, trauma survivors to be able to get hiking and camping equipment. Things like that, shoes, hiking poles, all of that stuff, rock climbing gear. just so they have their own stuff, which is incredibly dignifying. When you have your own helmet and you have your own shoes and you don't have to keep renting and you have your own ability to do these activities beyond the initial experience that we provide, that is what I want to do. I want to kind of be the catalyst to, you know, the footprint for change. And so in order to do that, you know, we need donations. So yeah, if you owe me money from 2003, go to my website. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's really important because, like I said, a lot of people can't get out of their situations. They're too financially invested. They got too much stuff and they got to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, that's funny. They're playing cricket. So there's actually not too far from here, an entire cricket field with like 50 cricket fields or something. There's a whole league in Houston. We have a lot of South Asian. That's really cool. Yeah, that's it's a British thing. If you don't know what cricket is, I didn't play it because the boys played it. The girls played netball, which is like basketball without a net, but I think it has the same ground rules like on the court as soccer. So you have positions, and then if you're the center, which is what I was, so I could always shoot from like the free throw line, which I guess is what you call it in basketball. So I'm good at, I can just stand all day and throw free throws. But I was not allowed in the semicircle right by the goal. The person that was in the semicircle could also be in that third of the court, and the center could go everywhere except the semicircles. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. It was fun, but that's what we play as girls. We play rounders, which is like softball with a wooden bat that looks like a frying pan. My memory is vague. It's been like 33 years since I lived there. And then the boys played soccer and cricket. The girls didn't get to play soccer, but I did because I wanted to play with the boys all the time. So I always was in goal. I was really good. I was good at diving and, you know, stopping the ball from going into the goal. Okay, another mud puddle. I just got to roll across it and not push my feet because then I'll skid. Anyway, I'm tired now. I got a long drive. I got to go put the van away in the garage, plug everything in, go get the car, and then and it's easier to be out in the van during the day because I've got all my stuff in it, like all the adventure gear. Like there's no point taking it out, you know, to the apartment every single time I get home. So I just leave it in the van. But I'll go put the van away, plug everything in for the day, charge everything up since I have free electricity in the garage, and then take the car. I gotta go drive. So run some errands today. It's Sunday, and then yeah, I don't know what I'm doing this week. It's New Year's week, so probably nothing. Probably duck my head down and not get hit by bullets. That's mostly my whole entire New Year's. All right, I was going to cut out that part and just go down there back to the van, but I think I'll do it because it's probably only just a little bit. It's actually probably not muddy at all. So let me just cross this road. There's no crosswalks in frickin' Katy, people. So yeah, you just have to like jaywalk. It's ridiculous. Yeah, there's nowhere to cross. They have these like, whatever they are, little brick things that are supposed to be crosswalks, but nobody ever stops. So anyway, one more little hill. This is good. So I'm at 11.5 miles. So yeah, I'll do the last 2 miles. I'll do that whole 13-mile run. Might as well. I don't mind walking. I had to walk a few times through some big mud puddles like around in the grass. So I can do the same here. But yeah, I just go up here around the little stream and then back on the other side. So it's an extra mile or two, which is fine. Okay, great. And then I'll go make some lunch in the van and then head out to the garage. I am way over by the Bush International Airport and I'm not flying anywhere. So I have to go to Target. This is the only one that has the item that my friend needs in Minnesota. So I don't know what this pop shelf store is. I'm gonna go in here. This looks like a bunch of knickknacks and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna see what it's about. Oh, it's one of these like discount stores. These are always good looking for like bits and pieces that I don't need, and great turnout. There's no one in here. Anyway, yeah, these are like those Five Below kind of stores. If you want like an avocado with a heart on its belly. It's Valentine's Day already. It's not even New Year's. They have stationery. Oh, this is good. This is really cute. Oh, these are nice. These are $5 though. Oh no, they're sketchbooks. And then they have travel stuff. Actually, this is really nice. So I'm gonna go shop around and look for some things that I might need. And then I need to go get the item from Target, and I need some stuff to mail it with. But yeah, these are all, it's kind of expensive actually. Actually, I need these hair ties. So let me buy a few things that I need, And then this is great. Never been in there before. I thought this was just like a shelving store, but apparently not. So let me get a basket and shop around for a minute because I could always use stuff for the van, and then go next door to Target. All right, now I'm in Target. I didn't know they sell wine in Target. I don't drink, so anyway. Okay, I need to get my package, and then I need to get some mailing supplies as well, and not anything else. Try not to spend any money in Target. All right, so I'm running through Target right now because I'm trying to get this gift from my friend in Minnesota, and the Target I went to had told me that I purchased it. I drove out there to go get it, and they told me it wasn't available. So now I've got to run back here. It's like a silly little thing, but it's for her, and she really wants it. So A15, I don't know where that is, down on the left. Oh, please have it. Okay, A15. A11, 15, okay. Please have them, please have them. A15. I don't see anything. What? They don't have them. A15. Well, shit. It's like Hanukkah stuff. She's not Jewish, but she just wants them. A15. Oh my God. Okay, not down there. Not down here either. I gotta find an employee. Hang on. All right, so this is the brand, but they don't have them on here. Paper towels, figurine. Oh, okay, they don't have them. So let me see. He said they have a lot of them. I don't know. It's so silly just running around trying to find this stuff. All right, so that's a fail, but the lady was really, really nice about it. So now I'm gonna go to the restroom here, and then I'm gonna go get a few things in this Target, which is really, really nice. They got a cool floor as well. I don't know. Okay, well, I tried and I failed. So anyway, okay, let me go find the loo. Don't know where it is. This is a really nice Target. This is like all fancy, and you got the assets protection. Make sure people don't steal stuff like little figurines that I'm trying to buy. I'll look around the area. It might be on a shelf somewhere, but I didn't even see like a thing where you can I didn't see a marker on the shelf where it should be. So yeah, so weird. The one thing I want, 2 stores said they had 4 of them in each store, and they don't have any. Anyway, okay, let me keep going. All right, it's day 2 of rollerblading this week, and there's a guy with a dog off a leash while he's holding the leash. And I can't run or fly in these things. You have to have a leash. Hey, sir, can you hold your dog, please? Can you hold your dog, please? Yes, I will. Thank you. See, he's courteous, even though he's not supposed to let his dog run around. Yeah, it's just that I can't go anywhere right now, so. Okay. Yeah, most of the pet parents tell me to go F myself. So, it's a beautiful day. It's a little wet this morning. I don't think it rained last night, but the clouds have gone. It's warming up, which is good. So yeah, so after I'm done with this, I'll be done by about 10:30. I gotta go shower and then plug the van in, and then I need to go run some errands again. It's just busy week. Not really working much on the computer, but I do have some end of year stuff to do for the nonprofit that I should get done that I'm procrastinating. So I'll sit down either today or tomorrow and get that finished. Tomorrow is 31st, New Year's Eve, and I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna be by myself, hunkered down, away from all the fireworks and gunshots. I really don't like all that banging anyway, so yeah. And plus this is Texas, so like literally everybody is shooting people. So anyway, I gotta cross this road. Yeah, no crosswalks in Katy. Whoever did the city planning decided they weren't gonna have a single crosswalk. Anyway, okay, they have all these bike paths, which is great. All right, so yeah. Oh, dragging a little bit today. But yeah, that's it. And I need to get some groceries. I shop every couple days, so I'm not a big do one big shop and then try to eat all the food for the next month. I'm really worried about food going bad, so everything I have is fresh. So I usually just buy the staples every couple days, which is fine. But I need to go to Trader Joe's, get more chai, get more orange juice, more bananas, and that's it. So yay. All right. Okay. Just kind of going down this hill here. Captivating content. Thankfully all the mud puddles have gone, so I haven't had to walk through the grass yet. which is good. I think I've got one more mud puddle and then I'm on the home stretch. So yeah, I think I've done about 7 miles, 8 miles right now. It's 13 total, so okay, uphill now. I'm on my rollerblades and I feel like the 4 of these guys should be like racing each other right now. That'd be funny. I don't know why you need 4 of them to mow this area. 5, there's a side by side. And then there's a guy raking. No, he's got a weed whacker. There's 2 guys with weed whackers. Yeah, they're full force out here. And all it's gonna do is fill up with hurricane water. So it's gonna be completely full and this garden's gonna be flooded. Good morning, I'm rollerblading again. And it's warm again. It's New Year's Eve. I'm not doing anything, I'm just hunkering down and dodging bullets tonight. So yeah, I don't like firework noises or, you know, loud bangs or any of that stuff. And by the way, I wear all this stuff to protect my skin so that I don't look like beef jerky when I'm 50 years old in 4 years. I'd like to stay looking young without having to spend $1,000 billion on all that stuff that people do these days. Like all that like Botox and whatever, the fillers, and you know, because you see all the horror stories, people can't close their eyes. Yeah, it's like my biggest fear. I'm like, nah. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't want to have to like, I'd rather spend my money on travel than spend my money on plastic surgery. So cover yourself up, and I don't care how stupid I look. I've got all my protective gear so I don't, you know, break an elbow. And that, ladies and germs, is the last exercise of the year. Thank you, 2024. You've been surprising, a little bit crazy, continuously stressful at times, but there's Prue. She survived. We're going into our 5th year starting at January 10th. So I'll do a little birthday episode about her. She was born, well, I adopted her. Well, actually I paid a lot of money for her. I think I purchased her. Yeah. So yeah, January 10th, 2021 was when she became part of the Van fam. Okay, well that's it. Beautiful day. I'm inside working on my computer the rest of the day doing my end of year recap, which you will have already seen, but thank you. That was a good 13 miles. I'm hungry. I got to run to Walmart and get baby wipes and then work on my computer the rest of the day. So thank you, 2024. Let's hope that 2025 is a little bit more fun and not so much work. So I'm on my rollerblades and I just skated over about 30 minutes ago over a firecracker and it went off. When I skated over it, I thought I got shot. Anyway, there's tons of debris. I swear it's these people that live here. They've got gates that open up onto this grassy area. There's also, sorry, it's very windy. There's also another casing, whatever you call that, for fireworks. And then down here, they've got artillery shell. Yeah, pick up your trash, people. Just because you live in this like ridiculous house with a Trump 2024 sign on the outside doesn't mean you get to trash the place. This is so dangerous because there's some of these, the debris, like the firecrackers, if they don't go off, and like I said, I skated over it and it literally went off. So yeah, this is great. Fantastic, people. Yeah, awesome. Welcome to America. Just leave your trash everywhere. Come clean it up. I guarantee you it's one of these people over here. Yeah, anyway, it's very annoying. This is a public space. A dog could easily, you know, step on one of these things. And like I said, the firecrackers, you can see the little like soot in the ground. They're pretty powerful. I mean, it's not stuff to be, you know, messing around with whatsoever. Do not do this. There's a trash can right there. I've seen so many bags of dog poop, like 10 feet away from the trash can. I'm pretty sure it didn't just jump out on its own, you know, by lifting up the lid and, you know, deciding that it didn't want to be in there. There's also bags. Look at that. Yes, please clean up after your dog. Anyway, all right, I'm on the home stretch. Oh, my helmet is messing up here. Rollerblading again, and it's overcast. Not so much wind today, which is good. It's about 53 degrees. It's going to be in the 40s the rest of the week and in the 30s, which will be nice. Hopefully no rain, so I can just keep doing this all weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to do this every day, which I have since, I think, Saturday. I think Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, now it's Thursday. No, Saturday I ice skated, I think. I don't remember. I do too many activities. Anyway, this is good though. It's 13 miles and it takes me an hour and a half now, so I'm going a lot faster. I'm able to go downhill through the tunnels now that I, you know, I've gauged the room there. So anyway, no dogs out today, which is nice. Everyone's back at work this morning. So hopefully tomorrow won't be too busy either, but I'm not working out tomorrow. Oh look, firework debris. Yeah, there's tons of trash yesterday. I skated over a firecracker and it went off and it scared the crap out of me. I thought I got shot. Anyway, tomorrow I'm just gonna probably run for 20 minutes at the gym because I've got 10 a.m. appointment for Harriet and I have a 2 p.m. appointment for me. And I think I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow and Friday. So yeah, and then Saturday, Sunday back on track. Okay, off I go. I've done about 8 miles. So I've got 5 miles to go and then back at the van, put the van away, get the car, go run errands, go home, and then tomorrow appointments.